Okay guys, thanks for checking us out. Mike Rochester YouTube channel here. And what we're doing today is we're going to be taking our Aventon Aventure out for her 500-mile ride here. We've passed the 500-mile mark. So we have 567.5 miles on the bike. One of the cool things that, you know, even in time and using the app, I really like the ability to be able to record my rides and then pull up the maps and pretty much keep track of where you're going. And then it's just going to take my coordinates and it's going to track how far, how fast, and where I'm going, which is really a cool thing. I can turn the light on from the app, which is cool. So the app is going to show you, as we look through it here, our total cycling time, 49 hours, 39 minutes. Our miles, 567.5. Shows a few other things, you know, our max speed, which is 33.7 miles per hour. And then our average speed, which is about 12.5 miles per hour. And that's about my cruising speed, quite honestly. I'm usually riding the bike at about between 11, 12 miles an hour, just kind of cruising around. And then there's some give and take there, right? I mean, obviously I went up to 33 miles per hour and, you know, I'm riding at 5 miles per hour. So it's just kind of like all over the place, but it keeps track of that for you right here. Did I mention that it's 31 degrees? It's cold in upstate New York. So we're bundled up. Let's do this. Okay, we are ready to rock and roll. Let's go. So it's definitely a lot colder when you're riding a bike in the winter like this because the wind chill factor is going to be completely different than what you're feeling for an average temperature. So when you go outside and it's 31 degrees, I should look up that wind chill chart and show you, but it's completely different when you're on a bike because it's the wind chill factor with the wind plays a big difference in how cold it feels. So you need to bundle up. It doesn't hurt to bring extra gear with you when you're out on a ride, just so you have it in the event, whatever. I mean, you get a flat tire, you got to walk the bike back. You want to make sure you're prepared for different scenarios. But yeah, so a couple things that I'll say is, I mean, over the past year of having this bike, I have a few e-bikes, so I ride different bikes, and I kind of enjoy them all for different reasons. But this was my first bike, so I do feel like the bike is solid. I haven't had any problems at all with this bike. When I ordered it, the fender was slightly bent from the delivery company, and one was sent out immediately to me, but that was really it. And quite honestly, I really didn't even need the new fender. It was just bent, and they're like, well, we'll send you out one anyways. If you need it down the road, you have it. So I took it, but really haven't even put it on the bike yet. This has been working out perfect. Okay, one thing that I said I was going to do on my other video when I originally test rode the Aventure was I was going to do a 1 through 5 pedal assist level test, and I never did. So I'm going to go ahead and do one up here just so we can kind of see the different pedal assist levels. So let's go ahead and try that out over here. So in pedal assist level 1, we're doing 9, 10 miles an hour, 11 miles an hour. Pedal assist level 2, we're doing 13, 14, 15. Level 3, we're doing 16, 17, 18. Level 4, we're doing 19, 20, 21, 22. Level 5, we're doing 23, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So 31. So that's pretty good. With the bike unlocked. If this bike was locked right now, you wouldn't be able to get that. It would stop at 20. So we just got this bike up to 30 miles an hour effortlessly. We could have got a little bit higher, but I just want to kind of show you an average of what some of the pedal assist levels can do. And 28 miles per hour is pretty quick. So with 567 miles on this bike, quite honestly, I haven't had any issues. Zero. You would think with hydraulic brakes you would have problems, and I don't know what kind of brake pads are on this bike, but I haven't replaced those either. So now that I'm at 500 miles, I'm gonna degrease the chain, grease it back up, oil up the forks. I'm gonna have to pamper it a little bit because literally haven't done anything with it. And I know that's probably not a good thing to say because you really should clean your chain and do different things like that. And I really haven't had to. I've been waiting for something to indicate that I need to. No squeaking, nothing. So I haven't done anything to it. 500 miles and this thing's still riding like a champ. Including the braking. The hydraulic disc brakes on this bike are very impressive. So when I got this bike, they were using the Bengal hydraulic brakes. I know that with the supply chain during COVID and everything, at certain points they had to use different brakes, but that's what I have, and I swear by these things. They're amazing. And I really have to take a look at those brake pads and see what they are, because like I said, I'm going to just buy those again because I have not had to replace them, and I'm on 500 miles, and I ride my brakes sometimes when I'm going down hills and stuff, so I'm impressed. So 500 miles, and it's like I just got the bike out of the box still. Let's jump off and I'll show you a couple things on this bike. Okay, so let's show you some of the things that I've added to the bike. I always add a side mirror because I ride in the road and it's a safety thing, so you always want to make sure you have that side mirror. I added a phone mount along with, well, this is a mount for my drone. We're gonna maybe take that up in the air, so we'll kind of see what happens there. We have a bag here by Rock Brothers. It's kind of like a saddle bag. There's a piece that goes in the center here, and your phone would go inside of it to keep it watertight. I peeled it off. I'll probably put something on here with the Velcro, but I kind of like it like that. A water bottle holder. I have the Giddy Up bike seat along with the Red Shift suspension seat post. I did add a few bungee cords, a back rack, and a front rack. And also purchased this little netting for the front rack at a local bike shop. But really, that's what I did to the bike to make it my own. So the new Adventure bike is out, and I'll show you here that it's $18.99. Now, what I want to share with you is for folks that say, hey, look, I'm not really interested in having a torque sensor. I've been looking at the Adventure bike for a while with the cadence sensor, and just hadn't want to pull the trigger because it was a little bit too much for me. Well, guess what? They lowered the bike to $14.99 when they released the new model. So if you've been waiting to pull the trigger on getting the Adventure bike because maybe it was just a few $100s too much and you weren't ready for it, at $14.99, this bike is going to be a steal. So let's do a little bit more riding. These fat tire bikes are going to handle riding on snow much better than a thin tire. And it's obvious, you know, you have a 4-inch tire versus a 2.5-inch thick tire. It's not only going to hold you to the ground better, but it's going to avoid you from slipping as much too. Okay, this is how I get on my bike. I give it some throttle and jump up there. It's the easiest way for me to get on. Zero to 20. 19, there's 20. I mean, I just crammed on them brakes, but that's 20 miles per hour. Let's do a 15 mile an hour test. See where we're at. Keep in mind, guys, not a brake expert, remember that. 15 mile an hour test. It's a little quicker than I normally ride, just casually, so there's 15 right there. This bike still has it, stopping on a dime. There's 20. So 500 miles, and this bike still is running great. Okay, I wanted to cut in here really quick and kind of share what I did here. This was a cross between a fall and a roll. And quite honestly, it was completely on me. Was just kept going back and forth trying to do a skid and progressively getting quicker until I lost my balance and caught the pedal and rolled over. So there it is. But luckily I didn't get hurt, and thanks for watching. That's going to wrap this one up. Let's get on it again one more time. That was great. What did I break? Okay, that's going to wrap this one up for the 500 mile test ride and our thoughts. And I'll tell you what a great bike. So from mile 1 to mile 500, or to mile 560 something, this bike has treated us well. Haven't had any problems, never needed to replace the brakes or anything. So we're going to have to go through it though and make sure we're doing good by the bike, because it's been doing good by us. So I'll put a link in the descriptions for any accessories or bikes if you're interested. It always helps the channel to support us by clicking those links, but only do it if it's good for you. So until next time, like, share, and subscribe, and always remember, ride safe, have fun. See ya.